Hello everyone, it's Kate here again, and I am going to talk to you today about music that is good to read to. So, I just really love to kind of, when it's nighttime, to get all snuggled up in my bed with some Earl Grey tea and ginger snaps and curl up with a good book and have beautiful music to read to. So, I have several recommendations as to what would be good music to read to. I love soundtracks. So the first one is Anna and the King. This is a really good movie if you haven't seen it, but this is kind of a regal, royal sounding soundtrack with some of the more Asian influences, things like the mandolin playing in the background, but some really pretty music also. So kind of a mixture of the exciting music and also the relaxing music. So sometimes I just program my CD player to play just the relaxing music if that's what I want. The next is Atonement. If you haven't seen this movie, it's really good, and I love the movie as the book as well. I would be happy to do a review of the book sometime. But this is really emotional, highly intense music, and I like it for reading really emotional books, including I actually listened to it while I was rereading Atonement this summer, so that was a really fun experience for me. Next is Little Women. This is a very sweet and sentimental soundtrack. This is really nice for sentimental reads, and also I've been reading Little Women, so I've been listening to this. So this is really nice and cozy and good for winter reading. Next is Pride and Prejudice. This is Joe Wright's Pride and Prejudice that he directed. So despite your feelings on what the adaptation was like, I know most people like 1995 version better, but the music is so beautiful, and I just am still not tired of it after all this time. I really like listening to it, so this is a good one to read while you to listen to while you read. Okay, and then Sense and Sensibility. This is the Emma Thompson Sense and Sensibility, and it's got kind of the similar thing, just really emotional, beautiful, sweeping melodies, and this is a really good one to read too. Next is Anne. This is from the Canadian mini-series, Anne of Green Gables, and this has got a lot of oboe and flute and woodwinds in it, and it's really nice and relaxing. Next is Becoming Jane. I wasn't actually a huge fan of this movie, but I really like the soundtrack. It's very classical and Regency era sounding, so I really enjoy reading while listening to this one. Then Stardust. This is for more kind of fantasy reading I like to listen to. If you haven't seen Stardust, it's a book and a graphic novel by Neil Gaiman, and I really enjoyed the movie. So this has some really fun fantasy music, kind of, even for reading a fairy tale it would be good. So I really like this one. And then Out of Africa. This was from a movie with Meryl Streep and Robert Redford. And it's good, really calm, relaxing music. So I really like that one. Then also, if you're interested, I wrote down the name because it's got several words. It's Relaxing Epic Fantasy Playlist. It's on YouTube, and that's a really good one for reading fantasy. I was telling you guys about the Wheel of Time series that I read, and that's a really fun one because it just sounds like you're in another world while you're listening to it, but it's also not too distracting. So it's really relaxing, hence the title. And then three other soundtracks that I really like are Anna Karenina from the Keira Knightley adaptation. I don't even particularly like that movie, but I love the music because I love Dario Marianelli, who also did Atonement. Summer in February. I haven't even seen that movie, but I really like the soundtrack. And then the 2011 Jane Eyre. That's a really, of course, because it's Jane Eyre, highly emotional, intense sounding, romantic soundtrack. So there's actually a playlist called Pride and Prejudice on Spotify that I like that has those three that I just named and a bunch of other period drama soundtracks. So I'll link that and the epic fantasy reading music ones down below. So if you're interested in those, it makes my reading experience really fun. I just love to curl up with a book and have good music playing while I'm reading. It really helps me immerse myself. So I hope you enjoyed those, and if you have any suggestions, just let me know. Thanks. Bye-bye.